Alright, we're recording on the GoPro again. Today's topic is a T-Rex heavy-duty skid plate being attached to a Versys X300. And one of the complaints is that the four provided brackets from the skid plate hang pretty much vertically down from engine frame mounts down to the skid plate, and that allows for a slight bit of lack of retention fore and aft on the bike. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and what we've got here is our T-Rex heavy-duty skid plate, and I came up with a real simple and cheap solution. Starting with this is just a little corner 8-inch quarter flat brace by Everbuilt, and I got this for like $2.77 at Home Depot, and that's going to be the majority of your expense for this little mod. Pretty simple. And when you're done with it, you're going to turn this brace into what looks like an L. So this is a M10 bolt from a center stand, and the center stand, of course, is right here. The center stand has a real simple mount down here. It's an M10 by 40 millimeter, and it is fine thread, so you got to pay attention if you're going to go out and just buy a bolt. There also is a little sleeve that goes in there first, so if you don't have a center stand, it's going to be a little more of a effort to try to fake that if you want to use that M10 hole, which you're going to need to for this mod. So with that said, you're going to turn this flat brace, and all I did is I had to drill 3 holes. I ignored the holes that were in it, just totally ignored the holes that came with the bracket or the brace. This is my M10 bolt from the center stand with the lock nut. I just have it loose just for demonstration purposes, and I just made a 90-degree in it, and I cut off, I don't know, about 4 inches, something like that. 4 inches off this, maybe 5 inches off one side. Off the other side, I did shorten this up by a little bit as well. Maybe take an inch or 2 off. But this part here is not precise at all. You can have your 2 bolts as long as you miss the one main provided hole that comes with the T-Rex heavy-duty skid plate. As long as you don't hit that with your small bolts, you're good. But what I did is I just kind of winged it. This is not precise. I just made my bend, what, about a ½ inch from where, about a ½ inch right here from where it makes the right angle for you. And I hope I got the camera right. About a ½ inch away, I just made my right angle, came up, took off about 4 or 5 inches, somewhere around there, just enough to get it about an inch past where this M10 needs to go. About the only thing that's somewhat precise is this measurement here. I don't have that measurement on me, but from like center of hole down to where the flat part is, looks like about 1.75 inches ish. You're just going to have to, I think I just use a tape measure, and just as long as you're close. This brace is steel. It's nickel plated, so it should resist rust fairly well. And all I did is attach the brace to the skid plate with just 2 small holes, or smaller holes. I chose 2. Really, you can get away with 1, but I just wanted something so it wouldn't do this in there, you know, with any kind of forward pressure. If you really hit something hard with this skid plate, it's going to want to come back. So I don't want this thing to like fold up like a pretzel either. So it's your last line of defense to save your exhaust pipes and oil filter if you really take an endo. So these have just got some M6. I think they're 20 mils long, and these are little M8 I think, yeah, M8 flange bolts, dirt cheap, Amazon, few bucks. But you can use anything you want. You can use SAE quarter 20s, or whatever you happen to have around the house. So that's about it. What I'm going to do is go ahead and mount this up. I had it on there already. This is just for again demonstration purposes. But for $2.77, a couple of bolts. This comes with the center stand. You do not have to buy this if you have a center stand, and I guess I would recommend a center stand for the Versys X300 because I just got done changing the oil for the first time here, and you really need to get it up on the center stand so it's nice and level, so you can get your oil level correctly. So this bike has a little under 600 miles on it, and I'm doing the the first maintenance of oil change, which went flawless. I mean, it's not rocket science. The stock filter was a little tight. I'm not sure what the deal was with that, but as far as like the drain plug, just a again, just a breaker bar here with the correct socket on it. I think it was M17, or yeah, 17 or 14. Everything is 17 and 14 on a lot of this stuff. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and mount this on. You have your 4 main drop down. There's a bracket right there. There's another one that's kind of hidden right down here, and then the mirrored pairs on the other side. So with all that said, have fun with your skid plate. The reason I bought this one is because it is beefy. It comes way up in front, and it covers the pipes, the filter. Anything that front wheel is going to kick up is going to, and see this skid plate's even got a great big port here for oil changes. Because I knew I was going to do this demo, I did not use that port. I just took this thing back off again because it's not that big a deal. It's just 4 bolts. So with that said, this is all you got to do. So again, from the garage of Dave, have a good day.